Good afternoon, Director. How are you?
Good,
Good. I know you're new, but I'm just going to come right out with it. My constituents are just describing and living through atrocious service by the Long Island Railroad. It seems like every week there's a different delay, cancellation, and they are just wondering what is happening. Instead of us going in a direction where every year things get better, it seems like we're slipping backwards. And I get emails about this almost every day, and I'm going to read one in particular. It's actually one of the more polite ones about the issue. There's obviously some with a lot more expletives in them, but I'll read this from Scott in Malvern. Dear Senator Kaminsky, as one of your constituents, I'd appreciate it if you would be mindful of the service or lack thereof that the Long Island Railroad has been providing of late. Yesterday evening, on February 7th, the entire signal system at Atlantic Terminal went down, forcing all commuters to go to Penn Station and overcrowding those trains. This morning, some derailment occurred near Jamaica, interfering with the morning rush with delays and cancellations. What is happening with the infrastructure as MTA continues to raise fares? Perhaps this is one of those bipartisan topics that all Long Island-based senators can address. Thank you. What do I tell Scott and the thousands of people like him?
I think the message back to your constituents who are our Long Island Railroad customers is, number one, we hear you. Number two, we are working to steadily improve. Those improvements happen over a period of time. Many of them are, in fact, tied to the capital program and the investments that we're making there. We've talked this morning about third track and the importance to that area. Double track between Farmingdale and Ronkonkoma will also be an important feature that will improve the reliability of the railroad. Improving the station environs is going to be a critical part of the capital program now, so that your constituents will have a station environment, a platform environment that is better than the condition of the platforms that they're on today. We are including the additional purchase of new M9s that will have, all the features that a Long Island Railroad commuter wants. We've talked briefly this afternoon, about the mobile ticketing and trying to make that a customer service amenity. All of the work that we're doing is intended to make the railroad better and make it more reliable, as well as improve the way we communicate with your constituents and through better customer service.
I appreciate that. I know Long Islanders feel that in light of the taxes they pay and the fares they pay, that they deserve that attention and more. And I would love to see the Long Island Railroad come up with a Marshall Plan, or the MTA come up with a Marshall Plan type attack for the Long Island Railroad. I know it's a big area you have, but it seems that we're taking steps backwards. And while you brought up platforms, I just want to highlight two of mine. I do appreciate in the budget that Baldwin and Valley Stream are going to get upgrades, but Lynbrook and Rockville Center do need help. So I'm going to just show you a picture of the station at Lynbrook. I'm going to show you two pictures of the Lynbrook station here, so you could see how much it's crumbling, and there's big ice that freezes over in craters and rust everywhere, and people are very worried about the state of the station. And these are the steps in Rockville Center, which obviously have people concerned. So I would love to work with you on those particular two stations, and if you or members of your staff would like to come out and tour them with me, I'd love them to get the attention that I think they deserve.
Absolutely. I look forward to working together. I will note that the Long Island has also been seeing record ridership. We've talked a lot about how the increase in ridership stresses the system, but the Long Island has also seen a commensurate improvement in on-time performance. So the on-time performance now for 2016 was 92.7%. That's a 1.1%, higher than the prior year. So they are trying and they are making some improvements, but absolutely we'll come out and take a look at those stations.
I appreciate it. We've got a long way to go, but I do appreciate your attention toward the issue.